Imagine being able to recall every detail of your life, from the exact color of the shirt you wore on any given day to the ambient sounds of a special afternoon. For most people, memories are blurry fragments, but some individuals push the boundaries of human memory. These are the so-called super-remembers, or people with photographic memory. Photographic memory, also known as eidetic memory, is an extraordinary ability allowing some people to recall images, scenes, and details with astonishing precision. While popular culture often describes people memorizing entire pages at a glance, science has uncovered real cases that are even more remarkable. Take Kim Peek, the original inspiration for Rain Man. He could memorize 98% of the books he read and recall dates, numbers, and facts automatically. Another impressive example is Jill Price, who can relive nearly every day of her life in vivid detail, as if traveling back in time. These individuals don't just remember facts, they re-experience emotions, smells, and sensations linked to each moment. Experts believe photographic memory is connected to unique brain architecture and more efficient neural pathways. Some techniques, like the memory palace, can help boost recall, although true photographic memory remains a scientific mystery. Discovering these stories makes us wonder just how far the human mind can go, and what this means for learning, creativity, and personal identity. But extraordinary memory is not the only mental feat that defies logic. In the next segment, we'll explore the world of mental calculators, individuals capable of performing numerical feats that seem impossible. If photographic memory already seems like a superpower, lightning-fast mental calculation pushes the human mind even further. There are people who can add, subtract, multiply, or divide enormous numbers in just seconds, without using calculators or paper. How is this possible? Aryan Shukla, known as the human calculator, is a remarkable example. This young prodigy managed to add 55-digit numbers in less than half a minute, and recently broke a Guinness record by adding 204-digit numbers in just over a minute. For most of us, simply reading and remembering so many numbers would be a challenge. But Aryan and other mental calculators process complex figures as if they see hidden patterns in the numbers. The secret, however, is not magic. The key lies in constant practice, special concentration techniques, and a highly trained working memory. Some calculators, like Spain's Alberto Coto, have won world championships and showcased their skills by solving giant multiplications in seconds, all while entertaining crowds and proving that math can be as thrilling as a magic trick. Many mental calculators describe a special bond with numbers, almost as if they are lifelong friends. They dedicate hours each day to training, and, as with other talents, passion and dedication are essential. But what if the senses could mix in unexpected ways? In the next segment, we'll dive into the fascinating world of synesthesia, where some people can literally hear colors. Can you imagine hearing colors or seeing sounds? For some people, this isn't a fantasy. It's their everyday reality. They're called synesthetes, and their brains connect the senses in astonishing ways. After exploring the minds of memory masters and mental calculators, we now enter a world where the boundaries of perception become wonderfully blurred. Synesthesia is a rare neurological phenomenon, present in about 1% of the population. It means perceiving a feature of one sense through another. For example, hearing the color red as a musical note, or seeing blue when a melody plays. Synesthetes don't just imagine these connections, they experience them automatically and vividly. For them, the world is filled with constant associations. A number might taste like strawberry, a voice might have the texture of velvet, and a word might shine in golden tones. Some people discover their synesthesia by accident, realizing that their perceptions don't match those of others. Artists like composer Franz Liszt or painter Kandinsky used this ability to enrich their art, translating sounds into colors and vice versa. In scientific tests, synesthetes can even spot hidden shapes and patterns of numbers thanks to the colors they see, something impossible for most people. Although synesthesia isn't an illness, it can sometimes complicate daily life, like choosing clothes that sound harmonious or avoiding places where sensory signals become overwhelming. Yet, most synesthetes describe their condition as a unique window into reality, where every day is a multisensory adventure. And if you think hearing colors is remarkable, wait until you meet those who can taste the world in even more surprising ways. While some can memorize infinite numbers or hear colors, others possess a sense so refined that it transforms every meal into an overwhelming experience. Welcome to the world of supertasters. Our sense of taste depends on microscopic structures called taste buds. These receptor cells detect 5 fundamental flavors: sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and umami. However, not everyone has the same number. An average person possesses between 510,000 taste buds in total, but approximately 25% of the population is different. Supertasters have extraordinary density, up to 60 taste buds per square centimeter, while people with normal sensitivity have between 15 and 35. This difference is genetic. A specific gene called TAS2R38, located on chromosome 7, produces receptors capable of detecting bitter compounds with extreme intensity. Supertasters perceive flavors that others barely notice. But being a supertaster is not an absolute blessing. These individuals need only half the sugar to sweeten their coffee because sweet flavors taste overly cloying to them. Spice is unbearable. Bitter vegetables, like broccoli, can be nearly inedible. Fatty foods also cause them distaste. However, this extreme sensitivity has an unexpected advantage. Supertasters tend to maintain healthier body weight, simply because they naturally reject ultra-processed and fatty foods. While some challenge the limits of the brain with extraordinary mental abilities, others challenge the limits of what the body can perceive. And some, incredibly, appear to have lost the ability to feel entirely. Now we enter one of the most mysterious and debated human abilities: congenital insensitivity to pain. Imagine living your whole life without ever feeling physical pain, not from burns, fractures, or deep wounds. While it may sound like an extraordinary gift, in reality it presents enormous challenges for those who have it. Congenital insensitivity to pain is an extremely rare genetic condition. People born with it lack the ability to perceive physical pain, whether from injuries, infections, or extreme stimuli. They are not invulnerable. Their bodies suffer the same harm as anyone else's, but their nervous system does not send the warning signals that usually protect us from danger. This absence of pain can lead to serious consequences. Without that natural alarm, people with this condition often accumulate wounds, burns, and fractures without realizing it. Many injuries go unnoticed and are only discovered when they begin to affect other bodily functions, such as fever or difficulty moving. In addition, they are more prone to infections and complications because they do not react to damage at the right moment. The main cause is usually specific genetic mutations that affect the development or function of the nerve fibers responsible for detecting pain. There are subtypes of this condition, some also linked to problems with sweating or controlling body temperature, which add further risks. Beyond curiosity, insensitivity to pain reminds us that physical suffering is, in many ways, a vital mechanism for survival. It pushes us to protect ourselves and seek help. Without it, everyday life becomes filled with invisible challenges and unexpected dangers. But is it possible to voluntarily control extreme bodily sensations, such as pain or temperature? In the next segment, we'll explore people who can consciously regulate their internal body temperature, challenging the limits of what we think is possible. Can you imagine deciding your own body temperature, as if you had an internal thermostat? While for most people this remains just a dream, there are individuals who have managed to challenge the conventional limits of the brain and body, developing the ability to consciously influence their own body temperature. Under normal conditions, our brain, specifically the hypothalamus, acts as a sophisticated control center, keeping our temperature steady around 37 degrees Celsius. It detects any change through internal and external sensors, responding by adjusting processes like sweating, vasodilation, or shivering. This delicate balance is vital for our survival, since a significant deviation can seriously affect how our body works. However, certain practitioners of techniques like deep meditation and advanced yoga have, under scientific observation, demonstrated the ability to voluntarily modify their body temperature. For instance, some Tibetan monks have been studied as they raised the temperature of their hands and feet in freezing environments, simply through breathing exercises and intense concentration. While this skill is rare, its existence reveals the incredible potential of the human mind to modulate functions once thought automatic. Science continues to investigate the brain and neural mechanisms behind this unusual control, opening new possibilities for treating disorders related to thermoregulation. These cases remind us that, although most vital functions are automatic, a few manage to take control and break the limits of what we thought possible. But the brain's wonders are not limited to mastering heat or cold. What happens when it comes to recognizing faces with almost superhuman precision? Find out in the next segment. In today's world, facial recognition technology is advancing rapidly. Yet, there are people whose ability to identify faces surpasses even the most sophisticated algorithms. These individuals are known as super recognizers. While most of us might barely recall a face after a brief encounter, super recognizers can identify someone they saw only once, even years later. They notice subtle details in the shape of the eyes, the spacing of the eyebrows, or the contour of the jaw, creating a mental map of every face they encounter. These experts excel not just at remembering familiar faces. Some can even spot faces that have been digitally manipulated, such as altered IDs, where automated systems might fail. Their remarkable skills have caught the attention of law enforcement and security agencies, who rely on them to identify suspects in crowds or uncover identity fraud. But where does this ability come from? Studies suggest it's a blend of genetic predisposition and natural training, though the exact origins remain unclear. What is certain is that these people push the boundaries of human perception, revealing just how specialized the brain can become. At a time when technology aims to imitate and surpass our abilities, super recognizers remind us that the human mind is, in many ways, still unrivaled. Next, we'll discover another astonishing ability: people who can learn new languages in just a matter of weeks. How many languages could you learn if you had the right time and strategy? Around the world, there are people who master new languages in just weeks, pushing the boundaries of what the brain was thought to be capable of. Many of these super learners aren't born with a special gift. Instead, they've refined techniques, habits, and a disciplined approach that leads to remarkable achievements. Famous polyglots like Benny Lewis and Gabriel Weiner have shared their journeys of learning multiple languages in record time. Their methods rely on immersive experiences, making language a part of daily life, surrounding themselves with it, and focusing on real communication rather than old-fashioned memorization. Visual memory, active repetition, and speaking from day one are central to their practice. Today, technology has made language learning accessible to everyone. Apps, translators, videos, and online communities allow people to practice and progress faster than ever. Yet, experts agree that motivation and consistency remain essential. Curiosity, a desire to understand other cultures, and the courage to make mistakes set apart those who only dream of being polyglots from those who truly achieve it. This phenomenon inspires thousands to challenge the limits of the mind, proving that mental plasticity is far greater than we imagine. But what happens when memory isn't just for languages, but for recalling every detail of your own life? In the next segment, we meet those with total autobiographical memory. Imagine being able to recall every single day of your life with astonishing clarity. For a few rare individuals, this ability is not just a fantasy. It's a reality, known as total autobiographical memory. People with this condition can evoke detailed memories of personal events, from what they ate for lunch on a random Tuesday years ago, to the exact emotions they felt during significant moments. Total autobiographical memory goes far beyond ordinary memory. While most of us forget the everyday details, these individuals store and retrieve information as if their brain were a living archive. It's not just about dates and facts, but complete experiences, sounds, smells, sensations, and thoughts that seem to resist the passage of time. Scientists and neuropsychologists have long been fascinated by this phenomenon. Case studies have shown that some people can recount precisely what happened on specific days, even decades ago, without hesitation. This memory involves complex brain networks that blend emotion, sensory input, and cognition, mechanisms that remain a subject of debate and wonder. Yet, having total autobiographical memory is not always an advantage. Remembering absolutely everything can make it hard to let go of painful moments, and the mind may feel overwhelmed by the flood of information. Some people report that their memories are so vivid, reliving them can be emotionally exhausting. This phenomenon reveals just how diverse human brain function can be, and invites us to consider the value and the burden of our memories. Could a brain injury or neurological change unlock new forms of wisdom? In our next segment, we'll explore how some people develop remarkable abilities after extreme experiences. What if, after a brain injury, you suddenly gained extraordinary mental abilities? While it sounds like science fiction, there are well-documented cases of people who, after an accident, develop skills they never had before. This phenomenon is called acquired savant syndrome. Previously ordinary individuals after brain damage display remarkable talents, like seeing complex mathematical patterns or playing music brilliantly with no prior training. Jason Paget, for instance, began drawing intricate geometric figures and understanding advanced math concepts after a head injury. Derek Amato, following an accidental blow, discovered he could play the piano at a professional level, despite never having studied music. How is this possible? Science is still searching for answers. Some experts believe that typically inhibited areas of the brain can become active after injury, allowing hidden abilities to surface. Dr. Daryl Treffert suggests these talents don't appear out of nowhere, but may be linked to hidden neural circuits or memories stored outside our usual awareness. It's important to be clear, most brain injuries do not create new talents, but rather cause cognitive or physical losses. These cases are rare and often come with their own emotional and social challenges. Nevertheless, they remind us how much we have yet to learn about the limits of the mind. What hidden potentials might we possess? The brain remains an enigmatic and astonishing territory. Can you imagine discovering a hidden talent without any harm? In the next segment, we'll explore other extraordinary human abilities that can develop in less dramatic ways. If you're fascinated by these mysteries, subscribe and share this series with those who want to understand more about human potential.